I am Feel It.
And I am Fix It. And we talk about life.
And stuff and things.
With the occasional rant.
Which you will have no problem doing.
Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Hope you're having a good one.
Absolutely.
Man.
That's all I can get.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Nope, we're good.
Bleh.
On the far side of Christmas.
Hope it was good for everyone.
Yeah, certainly do. It was, I don't know, it was weird. This year's been weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can't say I would plan the same next year. So.
No, but
we'll leave that as it is. That'll be next year's problem.
Yeah.
But I need more downtime. I need more rest and I don't know, just peace.
Mm-hmm. There wasn't a lot of that.
It was got to be here, got to go there, got to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not care for that.
No, not really.
Not that the visit was bad.
No, the visit was nice.
But getting up and getting around and doing the thing. And
it was nice, but it could have been a day after thing.
And then doing something Christmas Eve day that was kind of different. Again, be to the certain place at the certain time, do the certain thing. Mm-hmm. You know, gotta get that pizza before they close.
And then do it again tomorrow. And it was just...
Here, let me walk out in the middle of church to order the pizza because they were doing a order ahead thing. And yeah, it was just all a very strange...
Yeah.
Not so celebratory.
It was, yeah.
It was odd.
It was odd. It was weird.
Don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Not what I prefer.
Nope, not really. Like a nice little bit of just chilling downtime with, I don't know. Yeah, but...
I mean, you had your nice long weekend not working, so there was that.
Yeah, but I mean, even then I was always doing stuff. Like, wasn't really much in the way of, just off. There's always something.
That's kind of what we're running into right now. But, with New Year's Eve around the corner, you've got one more holiday week that's just a little bit more low-key. Very odd, I'm not working as much, you're not working as much. Just abnormal. Tomorrow's a blizzard. They're calling for a blizzard.
Yay.
Awesome. Don't know what that's going to look like.
Snow.
I was already considering any client I had this week as a kind of a gift. But, we'll see how that actually rolls out. As I have to get up super early in the morning for my own appointment. It just dawned on me. I was like, oh, sweet. I don't have to start my day till 11. Oh, yeah, I have an 8:15. At the tail end of the big snowfall that's coming. I think we're in the 4 to 7 inch range or something like that.
Which, on the upside, snowblowers back together, so don't
that's
gotta move
good.
any of that crap by
With
hand.
all the blowing snow that's coming. But it's coming down like rain. If this were snow, this would be atrocious.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's been raining solid all day.
Yes.
All day. But it's in the 30s, so not freezing currently. Excuse me. Oh my gosh.
No, but when it does freeze, that's going to be a nice slippery base that the snow's going to sit on.
That'll be in the middle of the night. Yep.
Good times. Good times.
Lots of little things, talking through, getting ready to move. Pack and purge is actually the stage currently, as I'm staring at a very ugly corner of packing material and cardboard and... Ugh.
So many boxes. Oh my gosh, so many boxes.
Yeah. 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 One day at a time. It's
I
gonna
should
be
say,
one day at a
so
time.
many empty boxes.
We
This
did
is, like, so-
we did vacuum storage bags today. Man, those are nifty. Wish that was more of a thing, 7.5 years ago when we moved. But that's all right. That was kind of nifty. I don't know, just kind of looking ahead, but trying to enjoy this week, because after this week, we don't really get another downtime until what, Memorial Day?
Easter.
Do you get Easter?
Well,
You didn't used to.
maybe. I don't even know how they got it planned this year. I think that's... But yeah, and that's the only one I know I can count on. Or the first one I know I can count on.
Memorial Day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the owner liked to get, if at all possible, to have Good Friday off. He's stepping back, and it hasn't been plausible. Just too much crap going on. But
Sure.
who knows how it's going to play
Not
out
that
this
that's
year?
a bad thing.
No.
But yeah, enjoying the downtime, as best we can. Because, it's what's supposed to be this time of year. But no plans. We don't have New Year's plans.
Nope.
Hopefully renting a dumpster. That's the New Year's plans. Right? Sitting around, kind of, I don't know. It's one day at a time. It's one day at a time. The weather's supposed to be real winter again. I think I'm feeling that today.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling so good.
I'm there.
Not feeling so great.
I usually don't have long weekends, so it's like this is the tail end of a long weekend. I'm like, I got to go back to work tonight.
Yeah.
I don't wanna. But at the same time, yeah, I gotta, and I will. Part of me don't wanna.
That's fair. It's fair. So just looking ahead, thought, okay, what are we going to talk about? Which, by the way, I think next weekend we're going to take off from doing an episode. It's just going to take a minute.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
Start the year taking a minute. Sure. Right? One less thing to think about. Not that we don't enjoy this, but maybe that'll be a break. Start the year with a break.
Sure, why not?
Sure.
Yeah, start your new year not listening to us. Yeah.
Well, I was just...
What do these guys know anyway?
I know. Well, depends on the day. Depends on the day. So I've been sad, didn't watch the Lions lose on Christmas. Didn't watch them lose the game before. Ugh. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. So my Sundays are just so different now. Anyway. Okay. I sent you a bunch of prompts. Kind of thinking forward in a positive, joyful, light fashion. Okay. So this is not meant to be like deep and depressing.
Sure.
These are not supposed to be deep and depressing.
Okay.
You seem confused by that.
I'm not confused.
It's just several like questions, like prompt questions, like talking points. They're supposed to be New Year's Eve oriented. And yes, you're hearing the Dory caller, the infamous Dory caller, because she does not leave us. So I don't know if we get to all of them or not. I don't know if you want to skip around. You have the list in front of you this time. So I don't know. Sure. I don't know how you want to start. I don't know what you want to do.
This one was yours, man. You pulled that one up, so I'll let you lead it.
Okay. And again, I don't even know. Like, you can always say pass. If you don't want to answer, you can always
Sure.
pass.
Okay.
I'll let you.
Okay.
Fun, reflective, right? That's what this is supposed to be. Okay. A small win from this year that made you. A small win from this year that made you. Look, I think something.
There's some
I
words
think
missing
something got taken off from
there.
that.
Yeah, something got chunked. Yep.
Maybe we should skip that one while I'll go find it. One thing you learned about yourself this year.
I mean, sure. I still enjoy the opportunity to go to classes and learn stuff. That was kind of cool. Haven't done that in a while. Mentioned it before. Went across the state for a week and had a robot training class, and like I still enjoy doing that kind of stuff. Don't get a lot of opportunity to do that kind of stuff, but it's kind of nice. I'm still a really cheap freaking. I'm probably one of the cheapest guys you're going to send somewhere because, like, I had a per diem for food and travel expenses, and I went almost nowhere. I drove a car that got ridiculous gas mileage with a tiny tank. I had an extra day I could have stayed and didn't, so they got that money back. I could have, and then I returned the rental car a day earlier, so they got that money back. So, like, and then the like I didn't use much. It's like I didn't eat much. I didn't go out much. I was really kind of boring. But it was kind of nice to know it still can be a good time. Haven't done that kind of thing in a long time. Been quite a while.
And that made you feel. It's just something you learned about yourself.
Yeah, it's like you know how things change as you get older, and your flexibility changes and your adaptability changes. It's nice to know I can still hop into a class, pick up a lot of good information, retain it, absorb it, utilize it, and I still enjoy that kind of stuff.
That's fair.
Yeah, like sometimes you get older, you just don't wanna. I can't say I'd want to do it all the time. It's like being gone for a week is fine and dandy, but being by myself for a week it was basically just me and two coworkers that I don't know that well. One I barely know at all. Like, we got along just fine.
Did you learn something about yourself? Did you learn something about them?
Yes. Which is kind of cool. I mean, opportunity to spend some time with people I don't usually spend time with, work-wise. But
there's that.
There's that.
One thing you learned about yourself this year. Oh my gosh. That's tough. So I apologize, let me back up. What the point of that was that you learned you could learn?
No, that I still do. Yeah, I still enjoy it.
You all just didn't see the look on his face.
Again, like I learned that I can still do it and I still enjoy it. Like I wasn't sure I was going to actually enjoy going to class again. It's been a while. I'm kind of, old dog, new tricks kind of thing, kind of scenario. It's like sometimes you just kind of get to a point where I'm not doing this crap anymore.
Well, I just don't think I've ever heard you talk that way about yourself.
What?
That you can't learn.
I didn't say I couldn't learn. It was being flexible enough to do it, being relaxed enough to hand off stuff that I'm responsible for to everybody else, which I never do. And then taking myself away from my life, going somewhere else for a week and effectively by myself and putting myself in a situation where, okay, I've worked with these before, but not to the extent that I'm going to be doing. And then, like, yeah, you know what? Still enjoy it. Wasn't sure I was going to. It was one of those, the opportunity arose. I was like, okay, I used to really enjoy this kind of stuff. Do I want to leave home? Not really. Do I want to go to the other side of the state? No, not really. It's way too close to Detroit for my taste. But
Okay, well, thank you for reiterating.
No, it's kind of nice to know that it's like, yeah, no, I still got it in there. I can still be flexible. I can still enjoy that kind of like intense training, I guess, is a way to put it. It's a lot of information in a short period of time. Some long days of doing all kinds of stuff and not repeating yourself a whole bunch. Yeah. So,
That's true.
You know, the fact that I still enjoy it, I still absorb it. It's good.
One thing that I learned about myself this year. Gosh, thank you for reiterating. Okay. I can't say that I really have a good answer for this. Maybe I should pass.
Okay.
One thing I learned about myself this year. My patience for myself has gotten better. How about that?
Okay.
In a lot of areas, my patience for myself has gotten better. Not perfect, but it's better. It's about grace and patience. I say this all the time to my clients, and I've been saying it more to myself. It's been quite the learning curve in that way, experiencing another surgery and starting over again, right? With like the recovery, with strength training, with changing up the eating habits again. And I would definitely say that a year ago, I probably would have been losing my mind with some of the not progress that I've been experiencing, but it was worth so much more to feel better. So there's some things you just have to go through. And I've been patient with the process and myself. And hence the 8:15 appointment I mentioned for tomorrow morning being a lymphatic drainage therapy. So, yeah, just patience in the process, right? Healing and recovery. It matters. It certainly matters. I'll go back to the other one. I think how it ended was a small win from this year that made you feel good about yourself. I believe is how it ended. It made you feel good about yourself. I know, it's a weird one. You have to think about yourself.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
We can skip it if you want.
See, in all honesty, a lot of the last few years are just, there's been a lot of more of the same, if that makes, like, kind of, I can give you with a fairly decent level of certainty a description of what next week is going to be like, and what next month is going to be like, and what my normal day is going to be like 6 months from now. So effectively, it's like there's a routine. I mean, every day is a little different, but there's a overarching theme. So, you know, a small win, it's like, for me, one of the reasons why I think I am good at the job that I have is I often, it's like, okay, I fix broke stuff. Okay, sometimes it's very simple. You know, we got a blown fuse, a broken wire, weird things like that. Small mechanical failures, things coming loose, coming out of adjustment, that kind of thing. And then you have other ones that are just bizarre combinations of symptoms, and none of it makes any sense, and nothing links to anything else. And you sit, and everybody's beating their head against it, and it's a weird puzzle. It's like murder mysteries and stuff like that. They're convoluted, and all of the clues that you're looking at are pointing at different things. And I love those kind of puzzles, you get frustrated by them too. But those kind of puzzles where you got to really dig into it and go deeper than what you got to look below the surface, and sometimes you got to look below that surface. And then you find that one thing that's been hanging you up, and you turn around and like, okay, yeah, that machine that's been all messed up, found it, it's fixed now. There you go. Merry Christmas. Have a nice day. I like those. Those ones I have. Those ones don't pop up very often, but when they do, and you actually you're like you're butting your head against this problem for a while, and then you find it, the actual root cause, which are it's often something very simple buried somewhere very deep that you've got no reason to look there. It's kind of like your neck is really bothering you because you have a splinter in your big toe. That doesn't make any sense, but you remove the splinter and suddenly your neck's better. It doesn't make any dang sense, but here you are. That kind of thing. It's like they're not huge. They're in the grand
small win.
In the grand scheme of things, it helps make a company a whole bunch of money. But yeah, I mean, to me, those are the little small wins that make the rest of the tedium of the job worthwhile. But putting grease in machines is boring. Cleaning filters is boring. So those occasional puzzles is like, this doesn't make any sense. Ooh, I got a good one. And you get into it up to your elbows. Those ones, like those are the little wins that, so it's like, I'm not overpaid.
Okay, you took that in a direction. I would say mine would be just, the gratitude of being able to pay for all of my medical expenses without issue. Nothing on credit. Nothing borrowed, Peter to pay Paul, none of that. It was I just was very blessed to be able to earn enough to do that. So for me, that's a win.
Mm-hmm.
It's maybe not even all that small of a win, really, if you knew the magnitude of what I've been going through for the last 14 years. But that to me, that stands out. That really stands out.
Mm-hmm.
So, very grateful for that.
That's cool.
I mean, I know it's not necessarily a small win. Really,
it's a win.
It was a win.
It's definitely a win.
Do you want me to just go right down the list? Why don't you pick one you want to win?
Again,
win. Why don't you pick one you want to answer?
Again,
I mean,
it takes me a minute to get there.
I gave you the all of the things. Okay, fine. A moment you were grateful for. Can you pinpoint one? That's a hard one. I might want to pass on my own question.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of... So I don't want to demean any of them by saying a lot of small things, but there's a lot of small things I have a great deal of gratitude for. I mean, it's not a secret. It's like majority of the cooking that's done in this house is done by you, and I always say thank you for a reason, because I am grateful. I am very thankful. I mean, am I incapable of cooking? No, you just typically have cooked it before I wake up. Like, if there's no food when I wake up, I will find something to eat. I am a grown man. I am capable of doing that. But I am very grateful for the fact that I didn't have to think about it. It's just there. I am very thankful for that. I have a lot of gratitude for things like that. I don't... There's a lot of little things I don't have to give too much thought to unless it's missing. And it's because you've already taken care of it. I have a lot of gratitude for that. And like I said, I don't want to demean them by saying these little small things, because you've taken time and effort and you've done these things, and it's like I don't want to belittle them in any way, shape, or form. They make a big difference. It's like when you don't have to think about something because somebody else did it already. It's like it's energy I don't have to expend that I can put somewhere else where it could be more beneficial.
Sure.
I mean, there's a lot of little things like that. And my coworkers having my back. It's like there's a lot of times where I like those same puzzles that it's like you like that I enjoy also frustrate the crap out of me. And sometimes it's just a matter of
So are we revamping this to like things you're grateful for?
Well,
this is a moment that you're grateful for.
I can't really. It's hard to nail it down to a moment. I mean, there's a lot of small moments. It's like when I get up and it's like, oh, cool, there's food sitting there ready for me to eat right now, or my coffee's, or not coffee, but my tea is ready to go. It's like, you know what? Thank you. That's a little moment. That's a small little thing but it's not a small little thing. It's like I have a great deal of gratitude for that. There's a reason I say thank you, and it's not out of habit.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
It's like if there's bigger... It's like, are there bigger things? Probably. But they're really hard to come... they're not... It's like big things coming to my head right now. Just not... It's like... to me, a lot of that little stuff, it has so much meaning that the big things are kind of... I should say the bigger things. It's like I'm currently drinking out of my Christmas present, my dad, my dad cup, and it's a like D&D character stat block dad cup, which is pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about some of it, but okay. But it's like just like I'm very grateful for that. It's like it's one of those little moments. Like, yeah, it's a little bit bigger than hitting go on the Keurig, and not a sponsor, and making me some tea. But it's rarer, which I guess makes it a little different. I mean, like, I'm grateful for those little things. So is it a moment? Like, it's a hundreds of little moments that I have great gratitude for.
Sure.
So I try very hard to not take those little things for granted. It's a very easy thing to do, and I've done it more times than I can count, but I try to make a conscious effort to not take it for granted, to remember the reality of it, That's me, what you can do.
Well, no, I appreciate it. That's how you feel. That's an answer. If I was to say a moment, it was probably when I realized, not even a few months ago, really. Yeah, I was trying to think when it was. Post-surgery, I was stretching. I was getting ready to work out, and I realized for the first time in the better part of 5 years, I did not hurt. My abdomen did not hurt. Like, my face was pretty under control, all the neuralgia. I didn't hurt. That's kind of wild, considering, with all those years and not actually knowing what the source of it all was, thinking it was working out, and finding out, oh, it's your kidney and your uterus at the same time. Well, then it's a process of how to take care of those things, and in that process causing more problems. And
you tell your organs to stop growing friends.
Around the circle we were going. And that was kind of a weird moment where I thought, wow, I would like this to continue. And, by virtue of working out, you are causing a little bit of pain. And some of the things I'm doing as part of my lymphatic drainage therapy, that is, I wouldn't say painful, uncomfortable. But anyway, that was a moment. I was incredibly grateful.
Sure.
Do you have something that surprised you about this year?
Surprised? Other than how fast they seem to be going anymore. I can't really think of any aspect that was a surprise that was coming to mind. they do seem to keep going faster and faster. It's definitely been this last year is over way sooner than I thought it should be.
Is that the surprise? The time seems to be going faster.
I mean, I swear this year was only a couple of months long. It's just gone. Yeah, I'm kind of drawing a blank.
You can pass on that one. I have one that kind of leads into the next one, right? So that is what surprised you about this year. Our oldest quitting her job. That was a surprise because she loved that job. She trained to be able to have that job. She worked hard to do well at that job.
This is true.
That was a blind side. And then the next thing to that, which would be the next one on the list I would choose, a challenge that turned into a lesson for this year. Well, the challenge then being, how do we support her? How do we maneuver this? You know, we've never done this before with an adult child, let alone an adult child with some specific needs, and her learning them as well as us learning them. And here we are still sitting in this space of, how do we move forward and this still be meaningful and productive? And the lesson in that for us as parents, for her as an adult child, for me as a therapist who also counsels parents of special needs children, because I'm living it. I don't always have the most fantastic answers, right? But I'm not meant to. Like, I don't have all the answers. I have a special insight, that's for sure. But it has been a challenge that's turned into a lesson in that we're figuring it out. There's no perfect answer, but we're still doing it. We're trying to do it together. We're trying to make it effective and productive, and not just a bunch of failing forward. Even though that in essence is part of what it is, and you can't stop that. I mean, that is parenting. But, yeah, that's how I feel about that. So the next one then being a challenge that turned into a lesson. Do you have something?
I mean, a lot of mine are kind of more work related, more technically related, I guess. So they don't really. It's like I can share them, but unless people are working very specifically with injection molding machines and antiquated ones, a lot of those are.
Okay, but do you have a personal one? I mean, if you don't, it's okay.
Well, it's one I've occasionally reminded of that I gotta, I still gotta leave room for, I guess, is, just because something is similar doesn't mean the answer's the same.
Sure.
Again, it's kind of work related. It's like you'd have the exact same symptom on a broken machine, caused by completely different things. And if you walk up to and go, I've seen this before, it's got to be this. And you start diving into it, and you're a couple hours in, and like, hey, you know what? All of that's fine. That is obviously not my problem. That works with people and their situations too. It's like, just because you've seen a very similar situation doesn't mean the solution's the same. Part of it is there's no such thing as the same situation because there's different people involved.
Sure.
And everybody's hardwired just a little bit different, and everybody's situation is a little bit different, and every relationship is a little bit different. And so the issues that they're having might be the exact same, same complaint, but the source of the complaint is vastly unique, and the solution is going to be vastly unique because of all those, I guess for me, it's like the lesson is keep your mind a little more open. Just because you think you know, because you think you've experienced, doesn't mean you've experienced this. Might be a good guide, but it's definitely not the end-all be-all. Life is very, very rarely a railroaded storyline.
Oh, that would be so convenient.
Yeah.
Okay. Something you're excited about in the new year.
Yeah.
Excited's not the word I'd use, but I mean, I guess it's in there.
Sure. Not there yet. No.
I think there's too many unknowns to be there just yet.
Yeah.
Moving. I think we're both referring in our odd way to the idea of moving. Is it exciting? Something new? Something different? Sort of ish. The process is awful, and the only thing I can say is I'm grateful that we have adult children now to help. But I am excited. I am excited. As, again, our youngest and I were talking the other day, she was sharing she was having a hard time. Christmas was coming, and just her grief over a loss of a very close friendship, and it hitting her kind of in the waves, and her saying she was ready to go. She's really ready to leave this house. It's hitting her in different ways. It's triggering, and I get it. So it's not an excitement necessarily. It's when you're ready for the moving on, right? When you're ready to move forward, there's a something that can kind of propel you. And I don't know if excitement's the right thing, but yet excited for the new and different thing. Different neighborhood, different home. It's not a bad thing to kind of be excited for it. It's also not a bad thing to kind of feel exhausted thinking about it, because that's kind of the stage where we are, because we don't have a definitive where are we going, what are we doing, when. We have a basic timeline, and we know it's happening and we're moving toward it. So yeah, excitement is part of it. I'm also excited. It says to name one thing, but I'm also excited at the idea of being able to continue to, grow my business, grow my skills, grow my knowledge. I've been at full time now for a while, and I've been very blessed to be able to do so. And I hope that continues without needing surgery, without any other medical issue coming up. Just excited for a year of possibilities.
Sure.
If that's fair. Now, did you have something you wanted to add?
No, not really.
Okay. Is there a new hobby or skill or experience that you would like to try? I think just having hobbies again, for crying out loud. I've been thinking about that for a while. God, when's the last time I read for enjoyment? 5 years-ish.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
When I went back, and then now it's all about anything that's study related, just to understand disorders and techniques, and
sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't say there's anything I would want to try. Okay. Off the top of my head, people talk about knitting and crocheting and stuff. I'm like that. I remember trying that as a kid and not thinking that was pleasant. So, no.
I don't knit. I've crocheted and needlepoint and embroidered. So I am almost always up to try something new, but it's usually no, it's like, okay, yeah, that's really cool. And I look at it and go, yeah, it's really cool. And I could probably do that okay. Do I want to dedicate a bunch of time and effort and money into that kind of? It's like, yeah, you know what? It's as cool as that might be. I'm not seeing it. For me though, it's like the idea of adding to my skill set in whichever way. It's like I'm always looking for ways to expand the things that it's more of the things that I can do kind of thing. There's a reason why I try and take on certain projects. Like, oh, I haven't done this before. It's like, oh, I get to go play on a Bridgeport mill in a lathe, and then maybe have to weld this and design this and work with the engineers and figure this crap out. It's like I'm always kind of looking to expand that skill set and polish those edges. But in all honesty, I have a brain that's always got the question of what's that like?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So there's a chance that if there's something you can pop into your head, there's a good chance that I've thought about, I wonder what that would be like. Would I try that? Yeah, I would probably try that. And then common sense sometimes goes, no, that's stupid. I'm not doing that. I'm not jumping out of a perfectly good airplane. I think it would be really cool once, but at the same time, no. Just no. My brain is like...
You're definitely the more adventurous one of the two of us. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, sure. And I don't know, I can find a little bit of joy in almost anything, within reason.
Typically, yeah.
Because I've tried to hold on to a little bit of that childlike, oh, this is really kind of cool. Like, oh, yeah, I'm filthy and dirty, and I think I squished a finger or two, and I'm bleeding over here, but it's kind of fun to get here, you know.
Yeah, you definitely think that would, yeah, not me, but yeah. You definitely.
I ain't turning wrenches and stuff like that, or, you know, mountain biking, and it's like, yeah, you're gonna end up beat up and bruised and bleeding a little bit, but was it a good time? Oh yeah, it was a good time. But yeah, no, that's like yeah, if you could think of something you're interested in trying, there's a good chance I'm going to be game.
Okay, maybe that's a discussion we'll have to have.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like, hey, would you think? Would you want to try? Yes, let's go. Even if I don't like it, I'll still have a good time.
Okay, well, we'll kayaking. I kayaked for the first time this last year.
Sure.
So I mean that was different.
Well, I've never kayaked. I mean, that was the first time I've kayaked.
That was a goal.
But I mean,
that was a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I've canoed and done rowboats and stuff like that before, so it wasn't like an entirely new experience. But specifically kayak, that was the first. It was fun.
I'll have to think about that.
Yeah,
I'll have to think about it.
Sure.
A word or theme you'd choose for the coming year?
Word or theme for the coming year? Wow. See, there's an idea floating around in my head, and I don't have a word for it. Yeah, I mean, okay, here, I'll make a bit of a list and see if you can come up with a word that fits.
Well, it's word or theme, so.
Yeah. See, for myself, I don't need drama in my life. It's like there are stories for that. We have game night for that kind, for drama. I don't need real drama in my life. You know what I mean? So I like people.
You like fake drama.
I know.
You like fake, oh my gosh, manufactured.
Drama that's
planned drama.
It's entertaining. It's entertainment drama, not real drama. I don't need
Sure.
real drama. I want a level of peace in my life. Things happen, but I want a level of peace, of calm. And at the same time, we have young adult daughters, so some of that is automatically out the window because, kids and
Sure.
a dog. But there's something to be said for I would like to see a healthy moving forward.
Okay.
And at the same time, a peace and a calmness in the process.
Okay.
Which aren't necessarily, they're not mutually inclusive or exclusive, but they typically don't operate in the same spheres. Growth, by its very nature, is not peaceful and calm. You can't push a boat through the water without creating a wake.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's like they are lovely young ladies, and they are still figuring out stuff, and they're moving forward at varying paces, and I would like to see them become more of who they are going to be, probably faster than they're comfortable with, and at the same time, I want that peace. So
I hear you.
So it's like I don't have a word for that kind of contradiction. If you know what I mean.
What's funny is, see, I would have gone with word, and my word is trust. So it seems to coincide with what you're saying, just in a different prong in the same fork. Yeah, trust. It's trust in process. It's trust in the Lord. It's trust in what He has in store. Trust in our ability to be able to choose the options that are going to be before us, and that He'd always be glorified in it, and that we accept whatever it is within these situations you're speaking of, right? Like, even if they're difficult, that we'll still love them and we'll still persevere. So,
Of course.
I think we are on the same page in that. I mean, it'd be nice if it wasn't full of pain and drama.
Yeah.
This last year was rough for that, especially the last few months. Like I'd shared, I believe I shared the specifics of it. I went to go, well, now that you have your gift, I went to go pick up your gift, your special bag of goodies. I get you these specially made sausages and jerkies he just absolutely loves. It was a Christmas thing. They had their handmade seafoam right there on the counter, and I had a moment. I had my moment thinking of my daughter's former friend, and it just kind of came over me, and the next day I'd shared with our daughter about it, and started sharing with me how she'd been feeling it already. So, healing, if healing within this process of moving forward that you spoke of, I would love for that, for her specifically, and then our oldest daughter for herself and what she's been through and what she continues to go through. And we can't make the decisions for them. We can't feel the things for them. We can't want the things for them, right? Like it's not the position that we're in. So trust was my word. I didn't really have a theme, but I can appreciate your theme, right? Moving forward without pain and drama, and peace would be good. And this is where I firmly have said, and I've been repeating it to our loved ones that we've shared with, that we want to move. Yes, the right place, the right time, the right price, the right everything, that's God. But that also doesn't mean that it's just going to be always some perfectly bundled package, because that's not typically the life we've had.
No.
It's not just some beautifully laid out, no problems. No, that's just not how it's gone. But do I believe that It shouldn't have to be like the round peg you shove into the square hole, of course. But anyway, trust would be my word, but I feel you on your theme. What would make next year feel successful to you? Gosh. Having watched, It's a Wonderful Life, 20 times, this Christmas season, the color version, as a matter of fact, just the other night.
Sure.
It's not about money. You and I both know it's not about money. We live in a world that makes it about money. And here we are talking about purchasing a home. And that process takes money.
Yes, it does.
It takes some maneuvering, considering we've chosen to do this in a time frame where I would not be on the mortgage. Hence, the debt ratio has to be different. And here I am helping to pay that down and all that because I am part of this household. But that doesn't matter to a bank, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what matters is I haven't been self-employed for a solid 2 years. I can't show a solid years of, we're not waiting for my 2 years. But anyway, we are in a world, it's about money. And right now with the big life decisions, it's about money. But that's not where I stick success, right? When I literally live out every day that I work, being the light of the Lord. I have to ask him to work through me, him to take things from me, speak through me, and I rely on that. I get to be part of people's journeys. That is a privilege. It's an honor and a privilege that I take very, very seriously. Whether or not they are believers in Christ or not doesn't matter. What matters is that it's still him working through me. And I feel that's success for me. My career as a parent is that I have children that are ethical and moral and not total heathens.
We've succeeded in that.
I mean, I like to think we've succeeded in that
for the most part. Weird sense of humors that they may have.
Success. It's deeper than what the world says.
Sure. Yes.
So what would make me feel successful? That's just continuing to be able to be a therapist and do so with a Christian lens as often as possible.
Okay. This is going to sound weird because I'm a dad. But there's a part of me, honestly, that what would be really amazing, what would really make next year awesome, is if I would honestly, there's a part of me that really wants to hear, "Hey, Dad, I met a guy, and I'd like you to meet him." I don't know how likely that is, but at the same time,
it's funny as you sent me that joke video yesterday. The guy that calls up his buddy.
Oh yeah.
It was a joke. It was a joke, and he's like, it's a problem that he likes his daughter's boyfriend.
Yes.
That he's not trying to be intimidating and terrible. And forgive me that I can't give credit to whose video it is, but it was funny.
Yes.
It was funny.
Yes.
So I that's interesting now that you're saying this, right?
Yeah.
You're right. That likelihood, I would say, higher for the eldest than the youngest.
Sure, more of a social life.
But I don't know what it's going to take for our youngest to want to be in a relationship. I think it's going to be a minute.
Well, and in all honesty, and I've always told him this, don't be hunting for a relationship because you'll make one happen there where there shouldn't be one.
Yeah, I don't see it happening
Just
like that.
At the same time, don't close yourself off to the possibility. But you don't go hunting for it because you'll make something happen that shouldn't happen. And who knows? Don't know.
That would be success to you?
It would. And I know I've talked about this in a previous episode, that as a dad, I want to protect my kids for their entire life and shelter them and keep them from any harm and bad things from happening. But the reality is, if I did that, that would make me a horrible parent. That would make me an absolutely terrible parent because my kids would not be prepared for what life actually has for them. Because I can't be there forever. They gotta be able, to be a good parent, you kind of gotta let your kid fall on their face, scrape their knee, bump their head,
Fail forward.
and to a degree, get their heart broken, but do it in a way where you're not alone. We're in this together. We'll get through it. See, you survived.
That is the front we've tried to put with them, yes.
And for me, with the idea that I want every good thing that this world has to offer them. I want them to experience it to the max. And that does mean it's like finding that person, committing to that person, and becoming a married couple living a healthy life. I want that for them. As much as I dread the day that happens, I want that for them. Because it's like, those are my babies, and I want every good thing that this world has to offer them. But I also have to make sure that they're strong enough to handle the bad when it shows up too. And I think for the most part, we've done pretty good about that.
I think so.
They've had to see a lot. They've had to deal with a lot. They've experienced a lot. And they've never had to do any of it alone. And at some point, I'm not going to be around anymore. And I would really, really love for them to find that person that will be with them when I can't be. Not that I'm in a hurry for that.
No.
No.
But I get it. It's healthy. That's a very healthy perspective.
Yeah. So, so there's a part of me that's like, at the same time, I definitely don't want that to be rushed. It has to be in its own time, in its proper time. On the other side of that, it's like, I still can, it's like every time, any year where the people I care about can come to me when they're having a bad time and be honest with me, I'll call that a successful year. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I will. It might not be a huge win by some people. It's like, but I will take
win.
I will take 1,000 small wins over one big win and a lot of losses elsewhere. I was like, I don't need to,
Know whether or not it's next year or the year after.
Oh, sure.
Or however many other years.
Sure.
Coming down the road.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Next one. Would you rather relive this year or fast forward to next year? Considering next year's only a few days away.
Well, sure, but yeah. But I'm skipping 2026 is like, there's crap I would happily avoid. But
overall, I don't think it was. We've had worse. We've had worse.
We have.
So I can't say it was some god awful year.
2025 was not terrible.
No.
Again, it's like you're admittedly starting the year off where we were at, where it's like you're still kind of physically beat up and dealing with stuff.
Newly at my practice.
Yeah, newbie, definitely newbie, and our eldest job falling apart and things like that, and our daughter's friendship and all of that new stuff. It's like, would I want to go through all of that crap again?
Compared to other things.
Not really. But at the same time, I think I would be a little bit better prepared. To go back and do it again, I could be better prepared and maybe be a little further ahead than we are right now. In all honesty, I would rather redo last year than take my hands off the wheel and get surprised for 2027.
Fair enough.
To be honest,
That's fair enough.
Because we didn't do shabby with 2025.
No.
There were some things we didn't foresee that if we had the knowledge, some things could have been smoother. But
Fair. That's fair.
I don't think there wouldn't be anything drastically changed. Might go to a certain doctor's a little bit sooner. Hey, guess what? No, take a look. No. Hey, look, there's the problem.
I mean,
get it over with at the first part of the year instead of waiting till later.
That's fair. But timing, right? Timing. So this comes to the next one that you've mentioned. If this were a movie title, what would it be? I don't.
Yeah, it's like it's a very Netflix movie title. What the heck was all that?
Right.
I think that would be the movie title.
Actually, I can't even say that.
I think, honestly, I can look back at every year and go, what the heck was all that?
I mean, really, it was pretty boring compared to some years.
Well, actually, I think it was like, what the heck was all that, part 50?
Part 50, yeah. What the heck was all that, part 50? I mean, there was some stuff, don't get me wrong. There was
part
some
3?
stuff. I got to pass on this one. I don't even know. It's boring. It just seems boring to me. Well, that could have been worse.
Yeah. No, that could have been worse. Yeah, that works.
There. That's my title. And then how much more time we got? We got time for like one more.
Yeah, one more.
One more. Do you want to pick it or you want me to pick it?
Favorite memory we shared this year? Sitting on effectively a log lawn chair on a deck, overlooking the mountains, watching the sun come up.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you know what? Even before that, the supermoon, that full moon that was like stupid bright, and it looked like it was almost daylight.
Yeah.
Watching that,
and it was like, I don't know, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, something like that.
It was,
and it looked like it was daylight.
Yeah,
it was crazy. It was
Yeah.
beautiful, though. It was absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, it was gorgeous. And then every sunrise.
Every day that week.
Yeah,
there was
every
like
day that
one
week.
really cloudy day,
Mm-hmm.
but we were still out there every morning for sunrise.
Yep,
it was beautiful.
That was
some good memories.
Some good memories. Good week. That was a good week.
Mm-hmm.
Or looking down and seeing the bear walking down the street. That was kind of cool. Yeah, you're a good 150 yards down. You go ahead and go play down there. I'm good. But I would say that was a really good memory.
Absolutely. Would agree. Okay. Yeah, I would agree. And that week does stand out for that. And I know what you're talking about. I recall it very well. So it was a good memory. It's a good vacation.
It was.
Is that the last one you want to do? Make it at the end?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, unless you wanted to go for one more.
No, it's okay. There's more on the list, but no, that's okay. We can wrap it up. I mean, all right. Okay, I lied. One more.
Okay.
The midnight tradition you love or want to start. We don't really have one.
Not really.
I don't know about starting one. I mean, it's something we could talk about, I guess. We're together every year.
Mm-hmm. Which has been true with very, very few exceptions.
I can't think of one that we weren't.
Yeah,
In the years
if
past,
there was one, it was very uneventful.
Many, many, many years ago, newly married, we were at a church that did a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
I remember attending a few of those.
Mm-hmm.
We've been with friends on New Year's.
Yep.
The last several.
Mm-hmm.
12, 15 years, we have not.
No.
Specifically since we moved downstate. But because that church did not do.
No, for the most part, we're at home. We got with the girls, and we watch the ball drop. And leading up to the ball drop, and we're flipping between channels, seeing the different shows and different performances, and then the fireworks afterwards, and give everybody a hug, and then we're going to bed. It's late. Let's go to sleep.
Yeah.
But it's not much. That's not really much of a tradition, but that's kind of how it's played out for quite a while. Like I said the other day, I find it weird that we effectively have 2 days of holiday to celebrate the calendar rolling over. It just seems weird to me.
Yeah.
It was like, why don't we have a mini celebration every time the month ends and a new one starts? It's kind of the same thing. It's just changing a number on the calendar. I don't get it.
You're dropping this at the end, man.
I don't get it.
I mean,
I just don't. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe that's why we don't have any kind of big tradition. It's like, it seems kind of weird to me, I guess. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Could annoy the crap out of the neighbors. We set off fireworks for New Year's.
Oh, we have plenty of neighbors that do that.
We do. We do have many neighbors that do that. When it comes to fireworks,
it's just part of Christmas. It's just part of the celebration. It's just part of the.
Oh yeah.
Taking time out,
and
being with the loved ones.
People have a good time. It's like you know what? You need a reason. Calendar rolling over is as good a reason as anything else, I guess.
It's typically super chill.
Yeah, it is. It's like, in a lot of ways, like there's time for excitement, but it's like my life is fixing chaos. So when I don't have to deal with chaos, I just assume relax. I would rather have a little bit of calm in my life. I don't know. I don't seek out chaos in my everyday life because that's my job. Not so, sure, firefighters, EMTs, ER docs and nurses, they are dealing with way different chaos than I am, and more power to them. But the chaos I deal with, I'm good. I don't need more. I don't need to seek out any more than I currently already have. I want to come home and chill out. Watch the ball drop. Scream Happy New Year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be about it.
Go to bed and have the dog sit on my freaking hands while I'm trying to sleep. Because that's what she does. Because she's adorable.
That's what she does.
She's a butthead. But
that's what she does. Well, thank you for answering that so thoroughly. Okay. So, we do wish a Happy New Year to everyone listening. Wherever you are, however you celebrate.
Most definitely.
Next year, we're going to go ahead and take a weekend off, but we do hope that you can start that new year healthy, safe. I know there's a crazy storm coming coming through Michigan and then over into the East Coast. They're going to get nailed pretty hard. I mean, there's areas up in our upper peninsula that are supposed to get over 2 feet of snow tonight and tomorrow. So, yeah.
So glad I'm not dealing with that.
I see the colors on that map.
I don't miss that crap. Yeah. And some of that yellow is right where we
and
used
then
to live.
while we've been on, I did get a cancellation for my 5 o'clock tomorrow, which is completely understandable. I was kind of waiting for it, waiting to see who would want to cancel or roll into virtual, but we'll see. I'll deal with that.
You need people like me. It's like, no, I made an appointment. I am going to be there.
I'll have a few like that, but certainly not everybody. And that's all right. I mean, it is what it is. We're not supposed to get that much snow, but it is supposed to be like really windy and blowout hazardous conditions for the snow. Well, I get it. I get it. People think very differently here about winter weather.
Oh, I'm aware. I am very aware.
And if they've never known anything else, then they're stuck in that mindset that 4 inches is a big deal.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's all yeah. Yeah, I know, and
not
I
my UP clients that are, getting 2 feet of snow.
Yeah, it's like they got 4 inches of snow. It's like, I guess I'll slow down a little.
And I get the blowing and drifting can be nasty, but
yeah,
it's not that bad when it's only a few inches. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, not really.
Winter is coming back.
Winter is returning. So be it.
So be it.
So be it.
And it is holiday break, so.
So, everybody, I will say, hope you had a great Christmas. Hope you have a great New Year.
Yes.
If you're in one of the areas going to get pelted with snow, be safe.
Yes.
Stay warm.
Yes.
Drive smart.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And when you're moving the snow with a shovel, knees, not back.
Yes. Yes. Lift with the legs. Yeah.
So, with all that being said, I'm Fix-It.
I'm Feel It.
We hope you join us in the future.
Until next week.
Y'all have a great one.
Happy New Year.